Dolphins Nation, are you ready for a bombshell that could redefine the very future of our franchise? We've been reeling from a disastrous 1-6 start, questioning everything from coaching to player performance. But what if, in the midst of this turbulence, our front office is quietly plotting a blockbuster move that could shake the foundations of the NFL and bring a new, electrifying talent to South Beach? Could Shedeur Sanders, the highly touted young quarterback from the Cleveland Browns, be on the Miami Dolphins' radar, a potential heir apparent who could lead us into a new era? The whispers are growing louder, echoing from reputable sources like Sports Illustrated and Heavy.com. Miami is being pegged as one of the most likely destinations should the Cleveland Browns decide to move their promising young talent before the November 4th trade deadline. This isn't just another rumor. It's a potential seismic shift, a high-stakes gamble that could either propel us back to contention or plunge us deeper into uncertainty. Let's understand the context here. Why is Shedeur Sanders even in this conversation? Since the beginning of the season, Sanders hasn't stepped onto the field in an official game. Cleveland made the strategic decision to roll with Dillon Gabriel as their starting quarterback after trading Joe Flacco to Cincinnati. This move effectively pushed Sanders, who was elected in the 5th round of the 2025 draft as the 144th overall pick, into a position where his contract and potential value became a prime trade chip. Analysts, including those from Newsweek and TotalProSports.com, believe that the trade window is the ideal time for the Browns to sell promising assets who aren't being fully utilized, and Sanders, with his undeniable college pedigree, fits that profile perfectly. So, why does Miami make so much sense as a potential landing spot for Sanders? First, and perhaps most painfully, there are the ongoing issues surrounding Tua Tagovailoa. His performance has been a lightning rod for criticism. Instability, recurring injuries, and an inconsistent season have cast a long shadow over his future in Miami. The uncertainty at the helm of our offense has created a void, and the Dolphins are reportedly seeing Sanders as a potential long-term alternative, a young talent with immense potential to develop and grow within our system. This isn't about giving up on Tua entirely, but about having a contingency plan, a future option that could stabilize the most critical position on the field. Second, this represents a significant turnaround opportunity. Even without a single snap in the NFL, Sanders arrives with an impressive college resume. In his final year at Colorado, he completed a remarkable 74% of his passes, showcasing elite accuracy and decision-making under pressure. A trade to Miami would place him in an environment where, even if he initially starts as a backup, he would have the space and time to develop, learn the system, and gradually assume more responsibilities. This isn't about an immediate fix. It's about investing in a future cornerstone, a player who can mature into a franchise quarterback. Third, there's the undeniable interest from league insiders. Some analysts are already speculating that the Dolphins need to clean house with an impactful trade, and Sanders' name is frequently appearing among the most highly touted candidates for this mission. The sentiment is that a bold move is necessary to shake things up and signal a new direction for the franchise. However, Dolphins Nation, we must also acknowledge the significant obstacles that stand in the way of such a blockbuster trade. Firstly, the Browns themselves are publicly stating that Sanders is not for sale. Cleveland.com's Mary Kay Cabot reported that the Browns have no intention of negotiating for Sanders. They view his absence from offensive snaps as a strategic decision, possibly due to injury or development, rather than a lack of confidence in his abilities. This means the Dolphins would have to present an offer so compelling that it forces Cleveland to reconsider their stance. Secondly, there's a distinct lack of professional evidence. While Sanders shone brightly in college, he hasn't had the chance to prove his value in the NFL. A veteran scout reportedly dismissed the trade rumors as clickbait, stating that Sanders hasn't yet built significant market value in the professional ranks. This makes any potential trade a leap of faith, an investment based purely on potential rather than proven NFL performance. Thirdly, there's the crucial matter of cost and compensation. To acquire Sanders, the Dolphins would have convinced the Browns with a package of future draft picks or valuable players, especially when considering the inherent risk of investing in improving young talent. The price tag could be steep, requiring us to part with assets that could otherwise be used to address other pressing needs. Let's consider a hypothetical trade scenario. Imagine Cleveland does agree to negotiate for Sanders. The likely price, a mid-round future draft pick, perhaps a fourth rounder, or a package of picks and a reserve player. An informal rumor has even circulated, suggesting Miami might offer a fourth-round pick in 2027. In Miami, Sanders would likely begin on the bench, behind Tua, and competing with Quinn Ewers and Zach Wilson. With time and patience, he could potentially assume the starting role by 2027, with his contract already locked in and expectations carefully managed. This isn't about an instant starting job. It's about a strategic, long-term development plan. In conclusion, as the trade deadline rapidly approaches and the Dolphins season continues its downward trajectory, the window for a truly audacious move will open. Shedeur Sanders represents a high-risk, but undeniably high-potential name. The Browns are currently holding firm, stating they don't intend to trade him, but that scenario could quickly change if Dillon Gabriel's performance falters or if their offensive struggles persist. For us, the faithful Aqua and Orange supporters, a trade like this would be the most audacious play of the season and a definitive turning point in the franchise's ongoing reconstruction. It signals a clear intent to look beyond the immediate struggles and build for a brighter future. We will continue to monitor every movement and every whisper with bated breath. So, Dolphins Nation, what are your thoughts on this potential game-changing move? Is Shedeur Sanders the future of our franchise, worth the risk in the draft capital? Or should we be focusing our efforts elsewhere? Let us know your perspective in the comments below. Your passion fuels this team, and your opinions matter. If you're excited about the prospect of Sanders in Miami, or if you have a different vision for our team, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay on top of every breaking development as we race towards a trade deadline. Fins up.